chance in hell I get on the phone. But it's important. I'm going to miss my daughter's wedding or whatever. Sorry, you can't fly without having an ID. You're crazy. Oh, sure. You're from Africa? And you came here illegally? Yeah, get on the phone. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's nice. The migrants were brought to the airport by non-migrants. The illegal immigrants were brought to the airport by non-government migrant shelter volunteers who escorted small groups of migrants through the terminal prior to takeoff time. The guide explained the layout of the airport. The migrants were guided to the ticketing and baggage area and subsequently directed to the TSA security checkpoint for non-U.S. citizens without passports. And the acceptable ID that they had are all sorts of different choices, essentially. But the rules are different, the laws are different if you just snuck into the country. So it's so hard to figure out what's motivating politicians a lot of times because they got to stay in office. So if enough of their constituents are upset about something, they'll address that so they don't get booted out of office, right? But so I should start at the beginning of my thought process here. How is this happening? I don't feel like the Republicans are making as much noise about this as they should. On the other hand, a number of Republicans are holding up funding for Ukraine who have given every indication that they really believe in supporting Ukraine. Hold up that funding to get some funding for the border. Is that only because they're being pushed by their constituents? I mean, Lindsey Graham cares more about Ukraine than practically anything there is. But he got into that shouting match just like Mitt Romney and others did the other night behind closed doors with Republicans, hijacking a debate about Ukrainian funding and saying, we're not even going to discuss this. Mitch McConnell even did. So are they just being pushed by their constituents on this? You have asked the key question, and I will answer it after a word from HelloFresh. What's the secret to a stress-free holiday season? HelloFresh skipped the last-minute shopping trips and let HelloFresh deliver tasty recipes, quick meals, and party-ready treats right to your door. Everyone's short on time pretty much always, but certainly this time of year, and HelloFresh makes eating well a lot easier. And cheaper too. Cheaper than going to the grocery store. Obviously a lot less running around. And I have put together, they have over 45 recipes, 100 seasonal add-on items to choose from. I put together food that I did not think I was capable of making. That's how easy to make it. Yep, and they even have HelloFresh's 15-minute meals for when you're really on the run. Good, wholesome meals for the family. You can get together in 15 minutes. Fabulous. Saves you time, saves you effort, saves you money. Love HelloFresh, and you will too. And you can get free breakfast for life with the code Armstrong Free at HelloFresh.com/ArmstrongFree. That means one breakfast item per box while subscription is active. That's free breakfast for life with the code Armstrong Free at HelloFresh.com/Armstrong Free. I mean, when this has been going on for so long, at record numbers, at some point you gotta just decide they're both in on it, don't you? The Republicans and the Democrats? How could it happen any other way? Yeah, well, as we've been saying for a long time, both parties are complicit. They know what they're doing. And I think, and I should have thought of this many years ago, but it's pretty clear that when the border gets particularly terrible and people are really pissed off about it, and you look at the poll numbers, Americans are pissed off about it, certain numbers of the Republicans get tasked with making a big noise about it and demanding this, that, and the other, and advocating for this, that, and the other. And then it goes more or less nowhere, but the steam is let off. And meanwhile, the Wall Street that wants cheap workers and the hotel chains and the casinos and whomever else say, all right, well done, guys. That was some great sound and fury signifying nothing. Right, so we have these record-setting periods. We've never had one like this. I mean, it is just astounding. Somebody in a panic? I mean, is big business in a panic over we can't hire anybody? Is that what's driving this all? But anyway, we've never had a leaky border like this before.
Let me see how much.